A river is treated as holy and used for several human activities. River valleys are the preferred locations for human settlements even today. India is a country featured with many perennial rivers. The Himalayas and the Western Ghats are the birthplaces of many Indian rivers. India has many major rivers. Most of the rivers in the peninsular India are originated from the Western Ghats. These are a series of terraces running for about 320 kilometers from the northwest to southeast, with the elevation ranging from 1500 meters to 1800 meters above mean sea level. The country is rugged and receives quite a large amount of rainfall. The river Cauvery is one of the notable rivers in the peninsular India. The holy water of Cauvery is always in great demand and continuous dispute. The river Cauvery originates at Cauvery in the Brahmagiri range of Western Ghats. This malnad consists of steps like scarps aligned parallel to the western coastal plains. The Cauvery region, officially known as the Coorg district of Karnataka, is the birthplace of Cauvery. The river Cauvery loses its height rapidly from Bhagamandala, located at the foot of the hills. The terrain of Cauvery Basin is known for its pleasant climate all through the year, showing adequate rainfall in the Malnad tract. The Maidan region, covering the southern parts of Karnataka, has both a plateau and a group of hill ranges. Leaving the mountainous region of Coorg, the river enters into the large fertile agricultural fields of Mysore. It is joined by the river Harangi, the first of the many important tributaries that contribute its flow to the river Cauvery. Continuing eastward, it becomes a massive spread of water at the Karanataka Dam near Mysore. It is here the other two major tributaries, the river Hemavati and the Lakshmana Tirtha, join the Cauvery. The Hemavati is one of the chief tributaries of the river Cauvery. It rises in the Western Ghats at an elevation of 1,219 meters mean sea level. Receiving the Yagachi from the north, it then winds round to Horanasipo and runs south to the Cauvery near Karanataka. The catchment area of Hemavati Basin is 5,410 square kilometers. The approximate length of the stream is 245 kilometers. The average annual rainfall of the zone varies between 70 and 200 centimeters. The Krishnarajasagar Reservoir is a well-known tourist hub in India for global visitors. This dam was constructed in 1932 at Kannambadi. The beautiful Brindavan Gardens is located near the spillway of the dam. Leaving from the Krishnarajasagara Reservoir, the river Cauvery flows towards the historical and monumental location known in the history of India, the Srirangapatna. Here, the river course is bifurcated into two branches in order to enclose the famous fort of Srirangapatna. From Srirangapatna, the river changes its course towards southeast and reaches the zone of spirituality, the T. Narsipur. It is a popular pilgrimage center in Karnataka. It is here the river Cauvery receives the water of the next tributary, Cauvery. The Cauvery rises from the Western Ghats at an elevation of 2,140 meters in the North Wayanad region of the Kerala state. It gets originated as two streams, the Mananthodi Purya and the Panamram Purya. The Cauvery is a fine and perennial river, 137 meters to 183 meters wide, and has a total course of about 230 kilometers. The catchment area of Cauvery is about 7,040 square kilometers. It receives an average rainfall from 70 centimeters to 410 centimeters. The river Cauvery flows majestically with sweeping meanders. The Talcott meander is another pilgrimage center, forming a significant paleo channel in the peninsular India. It is here the sediments of Cauvery are accumulated due to the flatness in the topography. About 25 kilometers downstream, another tributary, the Suvarnavati, joins the river Cauvery. The river then changes its direction towards northeast, and near Shivanasamudram, the tributary Shimsha becomes one with it. The tributary Shimsha rises in the Tiptur Taluk of Tumkur district at an elevation of 914 meters. After traversing for about 215 kilometers, it joins the river Cauvery. It has a drainage area of about 8,470 square kilometers. The rainfall ranges from 70 to 80 centimeters per year. Before joining the river Cauvery, the Shimsha makes a descent of 94 meters by forming the Shimsha Falls. The river begins to plow its way through the eastern Ghats in a series of waterfalls and rapids. Another tributary of the river Cauvery, known as Arkavati, joins here before it reaches the place Mekedatu. The river passes through a steep and narrow gorge in Mekedatu. The Arkavati has its origin from the Nandi Durga hills and joins the river Cauvery after traversing for about 161 kilometers. The Chamarajasagar reservoir is built on its way. It has got a drainage area of 4,351 square kilometers, and its annual rainfall varies from 70 centimeters to 80 centimeters. The river Cauvery then turns towards east and flows for about 64 kilometers to reach the boundary between the states of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. At the Hogenkal Falls, it turns south and enters the famous Stanley Reservoir at Mettur in Tamil Nadu. The longitudinal profile of the river Cauvery is a very unique feature with a slope-plane configuration. These are reflected in the spectacular presence, the Shivanasamudram Falls and the Hogenkal Falls. At Shivanasamudram, the river takes two notable falls as Gaganachukki and Bharachukki Falls. Shivanasamudram is a historically significant site as it has the first major hydroelectric project constructed in Asia during the year 1902. The altitude at this point is about 694 meters. The river Shimsha joins at an altitude of 416 meters. The power of the river Cauvery is used to break down the hardest peninsular rocks. The narrowest portion of the river is reached at Mekedatu, where the width is of only a few yards. There are three well-known islands along the river Cauvery, located at Srirangapatna, Shivanasamudram and Srirangam. Three important falls along the course of the river Cauvery are the Chunchankatte Falls, the Shivanasamudram Falls 100 meters and the Hogenkal Falls 25 meters. The Chunchankatte Falls is 60 kilometers upstream of the Karas Dam. The Hogenkal Falls is 60 kilometers above the Metro Dam. The Cauvery Basin, extending over 81,155 square kilometers in area, is spread over 3 states and a union territory. Of the total basin area, about 42.2% lies in Karnataka, about 3.5% lies in Kerala, and the remaining 54.3% of the area lies in Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry. The area of the basin within Karnataka state is 34,273 square kilometers. The total length of the river Cauvery is 802 kilometers. It travels about 381 kilometers through Karnataka, the Royal Highland. It constitutes the boundary between the states of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu for 64 kilometers and traverses a distance of 357 kilometers in the state of Tamil Nadu. The average annual flows are about 110,000 million cubic meters. The major contribution in Karnataka comes from the catchment zones belonging to the Kodagu, Chikmagalur and Hassan districts. In Karnataka, the Cauvery Basin covers about 18% of the state area, comprising of 7 districts, namely Mysore, Mandya, Kodagu, Chikmagalur, Hassan, Tumkur and Bangalore. Numerous barrages or anekarts have been constructed across the river to utilize the water for irrigation. The river Cauvery is a major source of drinking water to numerous towns and cities of Mysore, Hassan, Mandya, Chamarajanagara and Bangalore districts of Karnataka. Millions of people depend on the river water for their livelihood. The river Cauvery, Kabini and Hemavati receive 80 to 400 centimeter rainfall during the period from May to October. Rainfall from August to November amounts to about 40 to 50 centimeters. The life and soul of many irrigation systems in the state of Karnataka depend on the mother Cauvery and its tasty waters. The river has its traditional sanctity. The river has its picturesque scenery. The river has its utility for irrigation. It is known as the Dakshina Ganga or the Ganges of the south, and the whole of its course is from a holy ground.